And we'd like to thank One Tom Plumber for sponsoring our KRIM Community Spotlight Program. Good morning, Rim Country. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. And it is a nice, bright, sunny Monday morning. And on our Community Spotlight this morning, we're going to be talking about the Rim Country Regional Chamber of Commerce and the upcoming events that they have, and just other things that they want to share about what is going on in the business community in Rim Country. So in the studio is Director Miranda Meyer. Good morning, Miranda.
Good morning.
And her marketing and events person extraordinaire. I know.
Yes,
Shara Labonte.
Hi.
Good morning,
Good
Shara.
morning.
And Mr. Craig Swartwood, former mayor of Payson, and goodness, just man about town. You just are like involved in so many things, Craig, and it's good.
Well, a few of them are good.
Come on now. Yeah, no, more than a few. So, hey, we're going to be talking about, first, I think, an event that's coming up this Friday, the Rim Country Regional Chamber of Commerce Economic Update for 2025. So maybe tell us a little bit about that event, Miranda.
Sure. So that's this Friday. The doors open at 10:30, and we're going to have a presentation over lunch by two really great speakers. They're going to be talking about the post-election economy overall, and they'll give their projections for that. So more specifically, we'll be talking about stocks and bonds, other investments, and real estate as the main topics. So we'll have one on the investment side and one on the real estate side. So they're just going to tell us what they think is going to happen now with our economy coming up in this next year. It should be very informative, and it's important information for everybody.
And now, is this only for chamber members?
It is not. It is open to the public. So tickets are $30, and then if you're not a member, they're $35, and you can pick those up at, you can call us and we'll deliver tickets for you. We have some at the Visitor Center and then also online at Eventbrite.
All right, and the Eventbrite link, I think you can get to that from the website?
Yeah, we have a Facebook post, obviously, that's directly connected. You just click it and it'll take you right to the page. And you can buy them online there.
Great, and now, it's good that it's open to everybody, so you don't have to be a chamber member, but if you're a business owner, manager, or even resident in the community that just would like to hear the information that's being presented.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important information for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you're, you know, an employee at a retail operation or you own a business here, it's important for everybody. I think they'll give some good projections that I'm not even aware of yet, but accurate, I guess is what I mean, and get a better idea of what we're looking at after everything is settled from the election.
Mm-hmm. Will there be anything specific to Rim Country, or maybe giving us a Rim Country perspective?
Well, what's going to be really, really exciting about this is one of the speakers is Kyle Pugel.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle grew up here.
Oh, okay.
And he graduated from Payson High School. He went off. His sister Casey runs the Guaranteed Mortgage Company up here.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle actually is her boss and the boss of a heck of a lot of other people. He's over, I believe, southern Colorado, New Mexico, Nevada, and Arizona now. He's a pretty young guy. He's in his very late 30s. And he is a true real estate expert. Mm-hmm. On mortgages, on where the market's trending, on what the home supply is going to be, what the builders are looking for this year, the cost of building materials. So Kyle's going to be an asset to anyone that's thinking of selling a house, thinking of buying a house, just curious as to where the market's going to go possibly, what's going to happen next. Mm-hmm. And then Kevin Dick with KDI Wealth is the other guest speaker.
Okay,
and Kevin now, I believe, has almost $1.8 billion under management. And he also has expanded to where he's over Southern Colorado, he's over a lot of different states.
Wow.
And he's
Okay.
hooked up, and I mean, he knows what the trends are, what effects whoever got elected would have on the markets. You know, where's the money supply going? What's gonna happen with interest rates? So this should appeal for $30 and you get a free lunch included. If I were a retiree with funds I wanted to look at, this would be very interesting to me. If I was a public official, if I was with town government, I'd wanna know, you know, and I don't know where else you can get it unless you have a money manager yourself at home. So it's gonna focus everything from the 40,000 foot above view to right here in our town and right here in Rim Country. Now what's gonna happen? What do we look forward to in tourist travel this year? Do we think it's gonna be up or down? And they will answer questions. So if, you know, I'm gonna go to it, and I hope a lot of other people my age do, and I hope, what I really would make me happy is if the school, which doesn't have school on Friday, if somebody would sponsor 8 to 10 kids to go to it, there's maybe juniors or seniors, they need to learn about how to manage money, and this is a great place to start, Chris.
Oh yeah, it's great information really for all ages, and business owners, or like you said, retirees. You know, so that is this Friday, and it starts at 10:30, goes until 1 p.m. It's at the Mademoiselle Hotel and Casino. Again, the cost is $30, and yeah, it sounds like you get a meal, but also a lot of great information that just isn't out there. I mean, it isn't put out to just everybody.
Yeah, and it's, you know, you can say it can either save you money or make you money. One of the two. I think the story that's told that day should help a lot of people manage their funds. You know, what's gonna happen with inflation?
Yeah. Now, so that's one of the events that is coming up. And another one that you mentioned before the program, Miranda, is the Christmas market.
Yeah, it's our third year doing it this year.
That's what I know. I was doubting you because it just seemed like it's been going on for a while, but it's the third year, and that's a really great event because being indoors, it's in the Longhorn Gym, which sometimes referred to as the old gym, right there on the high school campus, but in the Longhorn Gym, and you're not outside. You're inside, it's warmer, so regardless of what it's like outside, it's just, you know, nice in there, and it's nice to be able to shop, a lot of local vendors, and all the different items that vendors will have in there.
Yeah, sure. I don't know vendor-wise who's...
So we've got quite a few. We've got 28.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're totally full for that area, which is really great. A lot of them are local. We've got Cheeky Chains, who does the permanent jewelry, coming. We've got all sorts of, paparazzi, we have face painting, we have pictures for Santa. We're gonna have Santa there, and some free hot chocolate and treats for everybody, and so it's quite a little event. It'll be fun.
Cheeky Chains.
Cheeky Chains, yeah.
What's that saying? Cheeky Chains.
Tell me more about
So Cheeky Chains, so if you, she does permanent bracelets or permanent rings, or it doesn't have a clasp, so you don't have to take it on and off every day, or it's just permanent. I mean, it's not like connected to you, but
yeah, that's what I was
it's
like,
not embedded in your body or no.
I'm like, explain
It's just welded at that on the spot. She'll sit there and zap it, and so it doesn't come off. Yeah, it's really neat. I love them.
So you like it?
I love it. Yeah, I think it's a great gift, especially if you bring a friend and bring your mom, or you know, you can have little best friend bracelets put on, or bring your daughter, or whatever. My sons all have them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
That's
then
really cool.
you can't ever not be friends.
Well, no, because it's permanent.
It's like-
Not that the little pliers can't fix, but I mean, yeah, more or less.
Well, that's what you think. You haven't tried it, have you?
No, of course not. I've never.
Who owns Cheeky Chains? Tell us a little
gosh.
about the business, you know?
Stacy North, right? Stacy North?
I don't know,
I'm
because
sorry,
they're
I
not
don't-
currently members, but when they are, we'll know.
I'm pretty sure her name is Stacy. I did reach out to her,
Okay.
but she's been in town for a long time.
Stacy North,
Yeah.
from
North Mechanical?
No, Darren and Stacy.
Yeah, so she I'm gonna double check that real fast.
Yeah.
Is Infinite Engravings gonna be there, right?
Infinite Engravings, yeah.
Jeff and Michelle
Jeff and
signed.
Michelle, yeah.
Yeah.
And they've always got a really, she did a Stanley Cup for my sister last year,
Mhm.
engraved it with sunflowers, and it turned out beautiful. Like,
Mhm.
it was so neat. So they will have a lot of great gifts.
I thought you were talking about the hockey trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got on eBay.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Different Stanley Cup.
That's
Yeah.
a cool business.
Oh,
They
yes.
do all kinds of really neat
All
things,
kinds of
so,
stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're doing our awards for our chamber awards in January.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're-
Awesome.
And, yeah, I mean, cups, flasks, koozies.
Gift sets.
Cutting boards,
Yeah.
gift sets, I mean, so many things.
Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it is really cool. So there'll be just a lot of great vendors, 28 vendors.
28 vendors, yep.
And that is this Saturday?
This Saturday, so it starts at 10,
Okay,
and then it goes till 2.
10 to 2.
Like you said, it'll be nice and cozy inside, so.
Yep, in the Longhorn Gym, and there is free hot chocolate?
Yeah, oh yeah, free hot
Yeah,
chocolate.
Free hot chocolate?
If for nothing, just come see Santa.
Yeah,
Santa.
and we'll print you out a picture right there, and you'll have it for the rest of the season, and
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So again, just another event that Rim Country Regional Chamber of Commerce putting on. And then going into next year, I think you mentioned beginning of next year, there's something else happening.
Yes, so we're going to be doing the first ever business awards, community business awards.
Wow.
So, and that will include a lot of different categories, but the one that we're most excited about is the Business Hall of Fame.
Mm.
So we're gonna get that started. That was a little idea that Craig dropped in our lap, and we're running with it for sure, because I do think it's important
Yes.
to recognize some of those businesses that have been here for 20 plus years and have contributed to the community and have shown up for, just in general.
Mhm.
So that's the one I'm excited about for sure.
Mhm.
And then we'll do, of course, Business of the Year, Nonprofit of the Year. And this is designed to be a very authentic award. So this is going to be really focused on how they qualify for each one of those categories. So we're having a private committee that's going to basically provide us a list of the businesses locally that they think are suited.
Mm.
But the cool thing about that is that this committee has, one of the requirements is that you be in town for X number of years. So they really are going to know who should fall in that Hall of Fame category.
Mhm. When you say a little idea, or Greg dropped in your lap, it's a great idea. But wow, you talk about having to do your homework or knowing, a lot about the community, the businesses that have been here a long time. There's quite a bit of research or homework or time that would go into something like that.
Yeah, it's, the fun thing about it though, that really makes me happy and excited, it makes you take a hard look at different businesses in town. And, maybe the last 2 or 3 years, they've not done what you think is what they should do, but the first 40,
Mhm.
they did.
Mhm.
And same with, there's companies like George Randall that's been up here, Hazen Concrete Materials, for a very, very long time. And you start thinking about restaurants, I don't know when the Beeline Cafe opened,
Mm.
but they're an institution any way you slice it. And Crosswinds Restaurant up at the airport.
Mhm.
I do know that Tony's Diamond Point's been here for 61 years.
That's right.
So you start
Yeah.
looking at that, and you look at personalities, and you look at people that have made a difference over the course of the last 20 to 60 or 70 years. All of a sudden, you see that there's a wealth of not only businesses, but people that deserve to be in. Now the only thing that Miranda needs to do is to find a place to display all this.
Mhm.
And I think it would be great if it was in the hallway at the library,
Mhm.
and just added to every year, so.
Mhm.
That's a good idea.
So, let me see.
You taking a run?
Yeah. So here it says, and you made me think of another restaurant, Opinion Cafe. where it says on their website, the first and oldest restaurant in Payson, not the Pinion, but the Sherlock's opened that in 1951. So
Yeah.
that'd be 73 years old.
Dang.
That building has had a restaurant in it. And so I'd imagine them, the Beeline, you have 260 Cafe that had been around
Yeah.
for a while. So,
Yeah, you start looking at it, and if you just want to look at specific buildings,
Mhm.
you look at the First Valley Bank building
Mhm.
on Beeline, and you can look at where Wilson's Market is, and where Jackson's is. I'm sitting here looking at Arizona
Mm.
Coil,
Mhm.
that was a supermarket.
Jackson's Market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and really, Arizona Coil has been here since the early 80s.
Wow.
And you don't hear a lot about them today, but
Mhm.
when the Willses first opened that, it was a big employer for our town.
Mm.
So the Hall of Fame part of it's really, really exciting, but to honor people that maybe on an annual basis, one of the possible categories Miranda came up with was Youth of the Year.
Wow.
So you can look at young people that are doing a lot for the community. And nonprofit of the year, I can sit here and think of 10 or 12 that are worthy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know how long the Elks Lodge has been in Payson, but I know it's been here since the 50s.
Yeah, because it's been here longer than the town.
Yeah.
Than the town's been incorporated.
Oh,
So, yeah. And there are a few organizations and businesses like that were established before the town was even incorporated.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy when you think about
Well,
it.
those
as well.
restaurants you talked about,
Mhm.
as well as, you go down Payson's Women's Club.
Mhm.
I mean, they were the government of the town of Payson in the 40s and 50s. They
Mhm.
honestly ran what they said went.
Yeah.
So,
I'm pretty sure the American Legion Post 69, it's maybe 1 or 2 years before the town was incorporated that they
Yeah.
opened. So, yeah, a lot of different organizations. So that'll be a lot of fun. And when is that taking place again?
That's gonna be January 25th.
January 25th.
Yep, and it's gonna be a semi-formal type of event. And,
Business.
Business, yeah. Business casual, business
Business.
smart.
smart.
Business Smart.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Business
so it'll be
Smart.
a nice gala, a real nice dinner, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a nice evening out.
Tell them about who's gonna MC it. And what's going on there, because that's fun.
Go ahead, yeah.
Oh, so we do have, we really wanted to make it something that you wanted to come to in addition to the awards. So we were tossing around ideas of trying to find somebody to MC it, because Andy over at the bank, shout out to him, he usually MCs, but we wanted to kind of make it feel special.
Yeah.
And a good time. And so we have Philip Lindsay
Oh, wow.
coming to MC and host the show.
Mhm.
And so it's gonna be funny, it's gonna be exciting. We're really lucky to have him and appreciate that. So
Mhm.
he's been on Good Morning America.
No, to the
Today's show, okay,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's, TikTok famous, so
Yeah.
that gives him a lot of street credit.
I know with the lingo, right? The middle
The
school.
Riz,
the
yeah.
Riz. Yeah, and
He's that.
I
Isn't he?
know.
Is that the thing?
that is so cool. I know, watching some of those Today Show
Yeah,
episodes
yeah.
where, he's sharing with them the language, the middle school language, which is really cool.
He's
Yeah.
he's doing comedy
Comedy,
shows
that's
now,
right, yeah.
so we hope to capture some of that element to it, so
Mhm.
should be really good. I'm excited for
It'll be very
that.
fun. Fun
Yeah.
evening.
He's got over 500,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So it just shows you how people kind of want to know what the younger people are saying when they say Riz to them.
Yeah, or all, the
Oh.
different words they use that, we just are like, what? What is that? Wait, what?
Do you think our parents felt that way about how we talked
Yeah.
when we were younger?
I think they do.
I think so.
Maybe a little
That's
bit.
groovy. That's what
The funny thing, I watched a clip of him on is one of his stand-up routines. I think it was a show in Phoenix, and he introduced himself as a former youth pastor
Mhm.
that decided he needed to make more money, so he went into teaching.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, thinking back, there were probably, depending on when you were younger, in the 80s for sure, some different words coming out. I don't know, in the 90s a little bit too, but yeah, 80s, oh my gosh, with the whole Valley Girl thing and tubular and all that. Yeah, so I could imagine, parents at that time like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on now. So January 25th.
Yep,
And are tickets available for that yet, or will they be?
they will be here real quick.
Okay,
Yep, we've got a couple more details to nail down and they'll be out real soon.
wow.
So it's gonna be about the same thing, you can come to the visitor center and buy them from us, or you'll be able to buy them online also. And it'll
Okay.
be on our website
And that is a Saturday,
That's a
Saturday the
Saturday,
25th.
yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah, that sounds
we-
like a really good time.
Craig is also on MSA, Mogollon
Mhm.
Sporting Association, and they're the best banquet. Everybody knows that.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's also why we have him here, is because we're getting some tips on how to do this.
Banquet tips. I
Mhm.
like it. There we go. I know.
Yeah.
That one, boy, you talk about years and years of perfecting that one, huh? The MSA banquet.
Yeah,
And-
but I'm actually here because I invited myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm like the wedding crashers. I show up,
Yeah. The
because I
wedding.
get bored.
It's like, hey, mind if hey, can I come to that?
No,
Like,
but this,
okay.
this is gonna be so much different than the NSA banquet. The
Oh,
NSA
yeah.
banquet's great, you can
Yeah.
win a lot of prizes, and Lord knows the money goes to a lot of good
Mm.
causes, but this is gonna be a place where you might wanna just step out for the night, and you get a meal, you're gonna get a hell of a comedy show from
Mhm.
a local guy that's nationally known now.
Mhm.
And you're gonna see a lot of people get honored, and people and places and things, and, so it's a night out
Mhm.
with a show.
And probably learn a little bit about the community, because
Yeah.
you might
Absolutely.
learn something about the different individuals or businesses that get recognized that you didn't know.
Yeah, and that you may not ever had a chance to get to know. For instance, one of the Hall of Famers, to me at least, is the Kaibab Sawmill,
Mm,
and the Whiting Brothers, and the Kaibab Industries.
mhm,
And we're sitting where it's sat.
mhm.
And they've been involved in Payson since the 50s, and are still today with your studio and the Sawmill Crossing Theaters and
Mhm.
the shopping center.
Mhm.
So if they're not worthy, I don't know who is. you know?
Yeah, yeah, and then home of the Payson Farmers Market.
Yeah.
I think for every year except that first year, it's been here at the Sawmill Theaters complex. So, yeah, you look at just all of the things throughout the years, and like you said, Craig, there, might have been in earlier times some businesses that, were doing more or involved, a little bit more, just
Mhm.
because of, circumstances or whatever it was. And we shouldn't forget that, shouldn't forget, the impact that those businesses or people have had on the community.
Yeah, yeah.
No, so that's really good. So, chamber membership, let's talk about that, because there are businesses, obviously, that are not chamber members, but there are a lot of great benefits to being a chamber member. And the website, I think people can go on the website, right, to learn more about the chamber, and also all the membership information is there?
Absolutely, yeah. There's, if you just go to the www.romecountrychamber.com, and it'll be at the top of the toggle, it says membership. And you click on that, you can download the application to print out and fill it out and bring it back to us, but it gives you all of the information on membership, the levels, what's included, what we can do for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's, I'm happy to meet with anybody and sit down and just talk more about what your business is, because I think it's important to pick your membership based on what your goals are
Mhm.
for your business. So if you're a new business, for example, you might want maximum exposure, and that's something that we do at a higher level.
Mhm.
But then if you're a starting business too and you are on a budget, we have a really great option for $250 a year.
Mhm.
That gives you all kinds of benefits as it relates to advertising. It will get you a ribbon cutting. It gets you lots of social media exposure. But we have some like I said, the top tier memberships where that will put your business absolutely everywhere. So there we have business coaching, we have educational opportunities, and the actual networking holds a lot of value. So that just involves being a participant in those kinds of events, coming to this economic update on Friday. We put these things on to help educate the businesses and keep them, updated on what's going on. And so this is a great example of a benefit that we provide, organizing this and then getting it all together for people to come to, with the opportunity to actually network there. So there's one great insurance agent in town, Dallin Hawes, and he says he built his business using the chamber. And I'd be surprised if you haven't seen him or heard his name. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just a couple, things that I've heard recently. A gentleman that, he was asking me, just got a business started, and I told him, hey, check out the chamber and, join the chamber. It's when the luncheons were happening, and he went to some of the luncheons, but he just started networking. And I saw him the other day in Chili's, and this was last year, I think, is when he started doing this. And he said, man, thank you so much for sending me to the chamber. That's what got my business going. Just networking, meeting other business owners, but just meeting people, getting out in the community, and that really jump-started his business and got it going. So he was very appreciative for the chamber and everything that the chamber did for his business. Also ribbon cutting, so I was thinking back to the most recent one you had, Shed Kings. And just the turnouts at the ribbon cutting, they're great, and the business, it gives them an opportunity to just have people come down, see their business, especially if they're a newer business. It really is a great way to showcase the business, get people down there, have a good time, have some food, drinks, whatever it is, and it's a great benefit.
The interesting thing to me about the ribbon cutting was, I did not go, but I heard it from you and Barb Underwood and Miranda all spoke about it to me. I would not have known to go out to Star Valley to buy a shed if I was in the market for one, which I kind of am. But,
I am now.
After that, that's where I would go. I had no question in my mind I would go out there because they're trying to be involved in the community. They brought their name to the forefront, and it's a person, it's not a corporation.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that's a value that people kind of maybe downplay a little bit. And the chamber has so many added value opportunities, everything from committees to being on the board, to going to events like this, to getting your name out there. You can't monetize the goodwill that people like Dallin have had, and Daniel Butters, and the chamber's been very valuable for a lot of businesses in our town.
Yeah, and just to follow up with the Shed Kings, Curtis Mattingly, they're sponsoring live streaming basketball and wrestling. He really is eager and anxious to be a part of the community, wanting to get involved. So and I think the chamber really, that's what it promotes. It really promotes the community, and not just, hey, sign up, be a chamber member so we can get your money, but hey, here are opportunities for you to get plugged into the community and how your business can thrive in the community, but also be a part of the community. So it's very good. So this Friday is the economic update. You can still get signed up for this. $30 is the cost. It's at the Mademoiselle Hotel and Casino, 10:30 to 1 p.m. And it should be a great event. And then really the Christmas market this Saturday, 10 to 2 at the Longhorn Gym there on the Payson High School campus. And then January 25th, the first ever awards, Rim Country Regional Chamber of Commerce awards ceremony. So that'll be good. Well, anything else you'd like to add that have going on?
Man, I don't know. I mean, next year we're gonna have some similar programs, but we're gonna add some lunches in there where businesses can gather. So we will have, we've got feedback that people wanted to have something every month, and that's, I think, a reasonable request. So we'll be highlighting some of our businesses, so we'll take them into the business. So Rim Country Barbecue will host one of those lunches. We'll go to Backwoods, we'll go where, to a different member for each one of those.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we'll bring back that networking opportunity as well.
Aren't you gonna have a happy hour or two also, or?
Yes, we're
5
gonna,
o'clock business get together type of thing?
yep, so we'll host a quarterly business after hours. I don't know what we're gonna call it yet, but something similar to that where it will be a evening event where very basic and casual, but a chance where you can get together, talk to people, network, and so just another thing that we're trying to do to add value to that membership.
Oh, that's great. And again, the website, if you want to go check out the chamber.
RimCountryChamber.com, yep.
There we go. Check it out, get more information. Also the calendar on there. The calendar is wonderful. A great community calendar of events.
Yep, we try to keep it updated with as much as we can.
Yeah.
And people can always submit events to us and we can put it on there as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on this morning. It's already a little after 10:30. It's good.
All right.
I know. It's so many great things to talk about. So thank you everyone for listening and watching this morning. Also, thank you to One Tom Plumber for sponsoring our KRIM Community Spotlight program. Time to get back to the music with some Neil Young, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Fleetwood Mac, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service. You guys have a great day.
With this morning's KRIM weather.